Alright, hey, my name's Dan. Uh, this isn't something I normally do, but I watched a video and I really thought that I should respond in some sort of way that I could maybe help out, something like that. So I wrote down some notes so that I could make sure I address everything that you talked about. So here goes. You said that you haven't been in the best of moods. First of all, as a teenager, um, that's pretty much normal. By the way, um, I'm out of high school now. I'm a freshman in college, uh, which is why I have a little bit upper hand to your situation, but yet I'm not too far away that I don't get it. So, yeah, as far as moods for teenagers go, you're not gonna be in the best of moods all the time, even as a human. And when you get, however, I don't know how many kids go to your school, but when you get X amount of kids, especially teenagers, in one place for 6 hours a day, sometimes more than that, it gets crazy, real crazy, and it's just something that you can't avoid. So you just got to go with it. You say that your friends have made new friends. That's pretty much normal too. Well, when I was growing up as a elementary school kid and middle school kid, I didn't I didn't really have that many friends. I had two, which are still my best friends today. They're like my brothers. But I've had tons of friends that have come into my life and have left, and that's just the nature of it all. All right. Um, you can't avoid it. You know, and I've seen it happen to other people. It's not just you. It happens to everyone. That's just because people are changing. Everyone is changing. You know, people who you thought were your friends aren't going to be your friends anymore. People who you thought were your enemies, hey, they might be your friend. And you say that the friends you do have don't treat you as friends should. Now, you didn't give too much detail into that, so I can't really say for certain, what's going on there. But I felt that too. I had those moments where actually basically throughout all of high school I felt like I was being shunned almost by the group of friends that I had. Um, I was excluded from a lot of things. It was hard. It was definitely hard until I realized, they weren't my friends anymore. In fact, and now that I think about it, they really never were. I mean, they were nice to me, but I didn't have anything in common with them. They were huge, huge video game nerds. Like World of Warcraft. They tried to get me to play that game for years, and I've never touched it, and I won't. You know, it's just something I'm not into. But I did end up making a new, well, kind of, I sort of made a new group of friends, and then I realized that they were also very much to the extreme, very different from me. They weren't video game nerds, um, but they weren't really where I was at. I was very middle of the road. I was very centered in my ways. um, but friends are tricky, tricky things. I don't have very many right now. Um, and you know what? I'm a little okay with that. Sometimes you just gotta be with yourself, and that's one of the things you talked about is that you're alone a lot, And although sometimes being alone can be frustrating and unpleasant and all of that, it can also be a very good time to reflect about who you are, who other people are, stuff that's going on in the world. You know, being alone gives you this beautiful chance to think. And I think that's sort of a big issue in teens' lives now, with being connected to the internet 24/7 with smartphones and laptops and all of this connectivity. It's it's too much, I think, sometimes, and I think it can be really great to just turn off the computer, turn off the phone, and just sit and be alone and just think. And sometimes you can do that with someone else. Just sit and think or talk with someone about stuff that is meaningful. Um, Now, I don't want to get too uh, philosophical or thoughtful here about stuff like that because that's not really what this is about. Um, but I definitely get where you're coming from, and you mentioned that parents don't understand, and to an extent, that's true. Parents don't understand, and yet to another very much large portion of this sort of subject, they do understand. But because of whatever aging that they've gone through and whatever time process they've gone through, either they've warped their sense of understanding or something of that sort. I'm not really sure. I can't say for sure. I'm not an adult yet, and I don't have kids. Um, but they do understand a little bit, just a little bit. They care about you and they want you to succeed, all right? Especially when you say you're having problems with friends, they want you to see that you have friends. That was something my dad really pushed me with was why don't you hang out with people? Why don't you go out and do stuff? And my excuse was always I don't get invited. No one wants me around. And that was silly. People did want me around, but I didn't let them know that I would want to be. You gotta let people know that you're willing to be social. All right, that's that's an important part. You gotta let down your side of the bridge first. Otherwise, they can't cross. All right. Um, I digress, though. Your parents understand. All right. They may not give the best advice on how to work with the problem, but they try. You say it's hard to make new friends, and yeah, yeah, it's very hard to make new friends. I'm in a very weird place right now, um, where I want new friends because all my old friends, like you said, have changed. I'm not. I'm just at this very very different place, and I like it, but I want to find friends who are also in the place that I am. So I'm working on that right now, and it's hard. I just started my new term for college, my second term, and I'm looking through my classes trying to see, would they be a good friend, or how do I do this? How do I talk to them? And I decided, just do it. Just go, talk, and hopefully something will happen. You never know. You just gotta try. Just gotta try. All right. You said it's hard to stay friends, And that is very hard also. With any relationship, it's hard to maintain that bond or whatever. The maintenance is very tricky, all right? And it's not something simple. Maintenance with like a computer is not the same as a human being. That's almost obvious, but some people don't really get that. You just gotta treat people very tenderly. Love them, no matter who they are. And that's a very hard thing to do, to love someone that you may not like. Um, and that can happen with friends where you like them and suddenly you don't get them at all. And I just realized I've replayed everything I just said in my head and it makes no sense. But I don't care. I'm just gonna keep going. Um, and you say you're not depressed, you're just frustrated. I get that. Oh, I'm frustrated all the time with stuff like this. You know, and I'm not depressed, I'm not sad, but searching for a solution is hard. It's hard. Sometimes, sometimes you just want to stop. Sometimes you want to give up, or sometimes you wish that it would just fall out of the sky. But it won't. I guarantee you it won't. You mentioned that you are afraid that your fans might stop liking you. And acceptance from peers is an important thing in some ways. But I think society has put a much larger um, percentage of importance on it than it really should have. Um, if your fans stop liking you because they don't like what videos you're putting out anymore, that's their problem. You know, if you're putting out videos that you think are great and that you love and that includes something that you have fun doing or that you like doing, then that's what you should keep doing. If no one likes it, then screw them. I mean, really, do what you love. I do that, and I I I slid a book all the way down from one end of a mall to the other end, and I got weird looks. People didn't like that I was doing that, but it was fun for me and my friend, and we loved doing it, and I do it again, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. Neither should you. So that's my rant, I guess. I don't know. I want to let you know that if you ever want to talk or something, or you want some more advice specifically on anything, I'm here. You can send me a video, message me, do whatever you'd like, and I guarantee you I will get back to you. I promise. All right. Have a good night or a good day or whatever or whenever you see this video.